Hello everybody, JTSREVIEWSUK here. How you doing? Today we're going to be reviewing the Jungle Culture reusable safety razor in the languages, I don't know, it is Spanish, French, someone will probably point that out in the comments. But it says underneath, a close shave without the waste, ocean teal. Now on the back, it says eco-friendly shaving, and that billion number, single-use plastic razors are disposed of each year. Take a stand and shave gut-free, or guilt-free. Instructions for assembly, we all know how this works. Separate the razor and then put the blade in, and that's about it really. It's a caution, razors and blades should be kept out of reach of children. Store it in a cool, dry area. Wipe regularly to prevent condensation. Recycle blades responsibly. Yeah, I'm sure we will. Made in China. Tells you the unit stuff there. Customer support right there. And so on. 140 grams net weight. On the side of the box, it doesn't really show much about it. For some reason it's got a black dot there. No idea what that's about. Probably because it's covering up what you would get with it. So let's have a little, let's just quickly just check what else you would get with it if we selected it. While I'm fiddling around with this, I might as well tell you, you can get this in many colours. I will probably show you a load of screenshots right now of exactly what colours you can choose from. Alright, so basically you would have got blades, but they covered that up with a sticker. Gotcha. Right, okay. Yeah, can't get the sticker off now. Right, barcode on bottom with the QR code right there. Yeah, and the website right there. They also have Facebook and all that. Anyway, let's open this out. And it says more information on that side, which is interesting. That's interesting. Anyway, it says some blurb right here. Zero waste shaving. Thank you for purchasing Safety Razor from us. And all that sort of stuff, and a QR code for a guide and loyalty thing. I don't know, you probably get points or something, I don't know. And it says basically support small businesses by giving 5-star rating, you know, that sort of stuff. Got it from Amazon as per usual. Right here is another thing here, and this basically just tells you important information. Due to the UK laws, all razor blades sold online must be delivered using an ID checker service. Yeah, anyway, enough of that. Let's get the razor out. So this would have been here, but this tips out a little bit. But you get the handle and you get the top end. No blades. I'm guessing they might do blades in future, which is why they covered it up with a sticker. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. But the way it works is you just screw this on like so when you put the blade on. But we've got to put the blade on first. And to do that, what you need to do is, when it's together like this, you need to unscrew it like this. And then what you need to do is take this bit, put it to one side, and then put in your blade. As per usual, I will be using Wilkinson saw blades, as I always do in all of my shaving tests when it comes to double edges. So let's get one out of the wrapper and put one in. Now be very careful when you take blades out, of course. So as you can see, a new Wilkinson saw blade right there. So we basically pop in the blade like so. I'll make sure it's the right way around. Yeah, it is. And then you pop this on top, and it's the same sort of process for changing them as well. You just basically take this off, take the razor out and razor blade out, and put a new one in. So screwing this on, we can now see that we've got a new Wilkinson saw blade in there. And yeah, as I said, the logo's on the top. A very nice weighty handle. So far, so good. A nice kind of curvature right there. You know, stands out compared to most of these safety razors. Anyway, without further ado, let's give the Jungle Culture a shave. Okay, let's have a shave with the jungle culture. Going to be shaving with the palm olive. Okay, let's wet the face. So basically, it's Good Friday, which means it's mostly Easter week, so you know, but I'm filming this obviously on a Good Friday, so it's after Good Friday when you see this, but you know, I hope you lot didn't get too much obesity from eggs and all that, but I had quite a big egg off one of my friends and such like that, and I bought one as well, not knowing my own lesson when I realised how big the one was, so you know, it's that. It's also going to be like a windstorm on the way, so you know, the joys of UK weather. Okay, let's give the jungle culture a go. Let's go. Quite a weighty handle this, making it very nice to shave with a little bit. The handle, it might be a tad short for what it is, but probably in a good advantage, I don't know. But with the weight of this handle, I think it's more weighty, I think, than the Wilson Sword butterfly razor, which probably means it's a bit more harsher than the Wilson Sword butterfly one, but you know what, I think it's doing a good job, this. With a Wilson Sword blade, we'll find out how good or bad it is. Obviously it's a mid-tier razor blade, just to be fair really. Okay, that's the first pass. Okay, time for the final pass with the jungle culture. And let me just say, the blade doesn't look clogged, but the way it's trapped between the two materials, it's probably cut over time. It's a bit more harsher, this one. I don't know if that's a good quality or not, but we'll see. But the handle feels less grippy than most double edges I've had so far, like the Bally and the, what do you call it, razor, the butterfly safety razor from Wilson Sword itself. But it's gliding beautifully, which is nice. But the great thing is, more people are making these now, which is a great thing. It means it'd be cheaper razors. No more messing around with Gillette cartridge razors or whatever you use. No subscriptions, no mess around. It's you and the blade. That's all you need. Just added touch there. It's a nice blade handle, this. Blade handle, you know what I mean. I missed this bit here. Okay. So, how did we get on with the jungle culture? I have to say, it was a bit rough, but wasn't a bad shave, to be honest. Over time, maybe it would get a bit clogged up, so it's probably advised to now and again unscrew this thing and let it air out. I do the same with the Wilkinson Sword Classic. Every so often I have to unscrew it apart because it rusts up the blade. Anyway, let's do a quick fill pass and see how we did. So going down, pretty smooth, I have to say, very nice. Going upways, as smooth as the blade can go, so yeah, that's pretty good. And sideways, pretty smooth. So that's a pretty good shave, a good handle, and apart from now and again it probably would lose a bit of grippiness. As long as you grip it hard enough, it'll be fine. The fact it's called Jungle Culture is kind of funny to me, which is why I also got it. But overall, a nice shave. Is it as smooth as the Bally travel razor? I would say not as such, because the other one was very smooth to work with, and it did an excellent shave with a mid-tier blade like this. So I would give this about an 8 out of 10 because it was reasonable. The disadvantages over time is the fact that this will clog up over time on its own, the design of it. A nice curvature though, I do love the way it looks though, but it is recommended to air this out every so often, this blade. Otherwise it will get bad, but it does have like ventilation on the bottom, so it somewhat would unrust itself maybe, you know, with, well, you know, but as you can see by the foam, it's still got a bit stuck in the razor. As a backup razor, a very good razor, pretty good, I have to say. It's not the best double edge. The Bally is probably the best. The Wilkinson Sword is second, and this is probably third because it does clog up. It doesn't catch every single hair properly, but it seems to be a good shave nevertheless. So I'll give this an 8 out of 10. And yeah, I highly recommend as a backup to get them. Jungle Culture. A lot of writing on this thing, but you know what you're getting into now when you see the box. But their idea is you're getting away from something like this, which is a cartridge razor that costs way too much money to maintain and can be overrated, if you ask me, as a razor. Meanwhile, on the other hand, you've got this for life, and all you have to do is swap the blades out, which you can get dead cheap on the market for about $6.99, or even cheaper with the American style blades for $2.99 or $4.99 or wherever it is. The grippiness of this handle doesn't really compare to this. This one has a ton of grip considering there's no rubber on it. This one slides a little bit in your hand compared to this one. And considering this is much easier to open as well, to put a blade in there, this is a bit of a process. You could cut yourself, so you know. I'm not a big ton fan of this design, to be honest. But I will keep it as it's a good razor, so you know. An 8 out of 10. Cutting performance, an 8 out of 10 as well. Pretty good, in my opinion. So yeah, an 8 out of 10. Not a bad shave overall. And you're beating the Gillette brand over the head with a baseball bat, saying that you've got them cheaper this way. Yeah, when I saw this razor, by the way, as well, I saw a lot of women use this sort of thing, so I guess it's more for body hair, this one, than it would be for a face razor. But you know what, it's still a pretty good face razor, so yeah, an 8 out of 10, not bad. Anyway, catch me for 2 more double edges in the series. There'll be a bit of a gap because I'll be away for a bit, but I'm trying to spread out the videos evenly. And yeah, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.